Good morning, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am David Okun, and I'm so happy being back, and I'm also happy that you're back. I've been talking about rules about YouTube facility, and if you have been using YouTube one way or the other, then you will know YouTube has rules. There are certain ways the platform operates. There are content creators, there are cultural experiences, there are, facilitation, functioning. There are things like blog. There is knowledge of different types operating, intersecting on YouTube channel. Talk about experimenting, adventure, creativity, sports, cultural experience, and many other elements. YouTube is live of individuals and of societies which operate in different ways. A platform with a mission to give everyone a voice. Sounds like a perfect idea, and it is. Giving everyone a voice, so amazing. In a modern world where we seem to lack voices, we seem to lack people listening to us, we walk around the globe on the platform of YouTubing. This is what YouTube is about. It's global, taking participants around the world. Believing everyone deserving a voice. Living in a world, making the world a better place. When we begin to listen to one another, sharing, building communities, doing this through telling stories. So YouTube platform is a place of storytelling. Everybody has a story to tell. Connecting the world through different approaches, connecting with other social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. This is what YouTube is about. Looking at blog works. How you're looking at how the platform works, how it operates. These are important information. Jobs is in working for a living. Press, if you know what a press is, leave a comment below. Culture and trends and different other resources, products like YouTube Kids, music. There are original products, podcasts, premium select studio, different aspects. Good YouTube TV as well, developers of business, advertising for businesses, creators for kids, research directory, Talk about services. Services directory for creators, research for creators, artists. Talk about creators as well, and all the other aspects of facilities for creators. YouTube making different types of commitments, looking at creators for change, and many more, looking at the social impact. These are the outlook of this platform producing excellence. And thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, subscribe, click like, click notification bell, leave a comment. If you watch the video, share with family and friends. Thank you so much. So the way YouTube works and operating within commitments, they manage harmful content and they show to us how they manage harmful content. They support political integrity and showing to us how they do this. Talking about supporting civic engagement and election integrity. If you know a thing or two about civic engagement, if you know a thing or two about integrity of election, let me know, leave a comment below. These are the kind of things you can find with regard to YouTube as a platform, hundreds of millions accessing this facility. We're looking at safety, fostering youth safety, keeping children and teens protected on the platform, and how they carry that facilitation through. Talk about digital well-being, how they promote this, supporting users' digital well-being. Leave a comment below. Do you understand how this works? Talk about hate crime, standing up to hate crime, to hatred, or to hate. Protecting the community from hate and harassment. The comment below if you know what harassment is. Part of this, I'm going through this landscaping again because I've done it before. Our platform is a work in progress. We are growing steadily but slowly. I wish we could grow a little faster, but the comment below, let me know your thoughts. We deal with few individuals attending our space, but I would say the more the merrier. The work in progress. Talk about protecting data, YouTube maintenance, how they may maintain user privacy, maintenance of privacy for users, using artificial intelligence, AI, responsibly. So you talk about responsible artificial intelligence or artificial AI, how it is responsibly approached in terms of generative artificial intelligence. Talk about fighting information, combating misinformation, curbing extremist content, preventing radicalization, preventing bias. How do they do that? How do they prevent bias? Leave a comment below if you know anything about bias. These are some of the things do with YouTube's commitment to people who participate on this platform. And this is what I've chosen to talk about. I'm repeating some of the outlook. I believe this is extremely important because if you use an infrastructure, you should try your best to be an expert on that infrastructure. It is an opportunity for everyone to understand, talk about the commitment of YouTube, safeguarding copyright, protecting copyright content. If you're a content creator, you by now should be familiar with the situations involving copyright contenting or content copywriting. SEA is being protected on YouTube channel, the processes, the risks, the opportunities, the threats as well, curbing extremist content, protecting youth, the principle of youth protection. So YouTube has something called youth principles. YouTube says this is core to YouTubers' product and policy work for children and teenagers. And as in many things, in most things in life, children and teenagers are extremely important to be protected, but also, in my opinion, to protect society from young people and children. Because if children are not really managed properly, they can run riot, especially in the modern society. Leave a comment below, let me know your thoughts. This is new. A lot of people may or may not be valuing this process. But if you are a social media user, which social media is now set to take over other aspects of life, from cooking, from medication, from learning, from everything. Social media is now the way to go. And so we look at these things because this is our life in the modern sense of the word. And it is fundamental in importance that we know, we gain knowledge of this, we think about these things, to learn and to produce the kind of wisdom we would be needing to operate effectively on this fundamental and great platform. And as we participate on this facility, we remember to master what we are allowed to do and what we are not allowed to do on this scheme. So we also look at our YouTube share revenues, how YouTube make money. If you're a content creator, probably you talk about how you get royalties from your YouTube videos, and when they are within monetization, this is the kind of thing you think about, and this is YouTube commitment. We also have YouTube products, product features, YouTube search, how you go about searching, search tools. I can help somebody to find content they like, they love. Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for something on YouTube, then the chances are you're looking for something you are interested in. So search features are tools helping you find something, you're looking for something you love. Let's talk about videos, recommended videos. You see, some contents recommended by YouTube they predict what you want to watch, and so they recommend these videos because they think you will want to watch this video. They look at your behavior, how you go through the platform, and decide this user, this participant would be interested in this kind of content, and they recommend this kind of videos. This is the kind of thing they do, news and information. If you come to your YouTube channel, you are looking for news and information, and so YouTube provide context for your search results. So when you do a search, you produce results. It's called search results. You do searching, talk about product features, YouTube search, looking at search results. YouTube do a study and they provide context to your search results, to help you access news and information. So they look at this and look at what you look at, the kind of videos you watch. They provide context for this when you are actually looking for news and information, and also health information, and the same they provide context for the queries, health queries you make. When you enter YouTube looking for health information, that is health queries. They provide context for this. So these are features to do with their product features in relation to YouTube facilitation. So you're looking at also monetization for creators. If you are a content creator, you may be considering also one way or the other how you may or may not be able to monetize. So YouTube will also inform you how creators earn money on YouTube. So if you're a content creator, this is something you will be really excited about. So you talk about live streaming, YouTube live streaming, and how you can reach your community in real time with live and premiere. So you're looking at live streaming, you look at premieres, and leave a comment below if you are a content creator. If you are not a content creator, if you know something about premieres, if you know something about live streaming, this is actually YouTube Live, and you talk about real-time experience, which is so exciting. I gave an experiment 2 weeks, for 2 weeks, the weeks passing, and it was really exciting. It was a very, very special experience for me. Although we were not necessarily many, but we are indeed a work in progress, and also talking about, I chose to talk, this is, my deciding to do live streaming, YouTube live stream was a trigger for learning about YouTube. So I chose to learn about YouTube, myself learning about YouTube and sharing it, at the same time sharing it with my fans, people who will be lucky, will have the good opportunity, the good chance to watch my video. Thank you so much. Stay tuned, continue watching, and we're also talking about us talk about this. These are products actually. We talk about YouTube products. We talk about user settings. If you're a user of the program, there are settings, privacy controls, ad setting, parental control, autoplay. You talk about privacy control, protection of information, and what you can do to control your privacy. These are information available, and also ad set advertising works, and how customers, how to customize your advertising experience, parental control, how you can create a family-friendly experience, autoplay, how to autoplay works, and how to turn it off, so that you might be in control. Stock rules and policies, policy overview, how the rules and policies help keep the platform safe. Talk about safety, and community guidelines, how to define what YouTube does and what it doesn't allow, what on the platform, copyright, your creators' responsibility, how to manage the contents, and monetization policy, how creators can monetize their content as part of the YouTube partner program. Partner program is raising legal removals, how we approach content that violate local law. So you talk about the law of the land, and which is, we are just speak volume. Talk about progress and impact and progress on harmful content, and how we enforce their policies on harmful content by the numbers. Talk about statistics, the quantitative analysis, if that is what they are talking about there. So be it in the comment below, let me know what you're thinking. Impact, how creative entrepreneurs are transforming their lives and community. Talk about entrepreneurship. Talk about assessing the impact of YouTube platform. This is information available online, available on the YouTube channel, our platform, or infrastructure, material, or resources, call it whatever you want to call it. This is the kind of thing you can find here. They are extremely important. This is actually a sign of change in our way, in our modern life. We talk about the commitment, discovering what they are doing for the community. These are the kind of thing we're talking about. Stay tuned, continue watching. Thank you so much. Good morning, welcome to my YouTube channel. So we continue to look at the commitment of YouTube in more specific, making YouTube safer, making YouTube secure. We talk about safety and security. So at the heart of YouTube's approach, at the very, very heart of YouTube's approach, there are the 4 R's: removal, reduction, raising up, authoritative sources, and then reward. And therefore removing content, violating policies, reducing the spread of harmful misinformation, and also borderline material, raising authoritative sources for news and information, and reward trusted creators. If you are trusted, you are rewarded. And if you comment below, let me know what you're thinking. So how do they manage harmful content? We focus on certain things. telltale sign. They look at this thing, they curb extremist content, fostering youth safety, protecting data, preventing bias, standing up to aid sharing revenue, safeguarding copyright, fighting misinformation, supporting political integrity, promoting digital well-being. As we look at this thing, so they also look at that product and follow policy. We what they really do. They what they really want. They want the best possible experience while you are using YouTube. So their products help you find what you're looking for and stay in control of what you see. And also their policy explain what you can and cannot do while you are there on their platform, and so that everybody plays by the same rule. You talk about fairness, and also you can read to find out how each of their products and policies operates. Thank you so much. Continue watching. Stay tuned. Leave a comment below and let me know what your thoughts are. And you talk about YouTube search, recommended videos, news and information, monetization for creators, YouTube live, privacy control, ad setting, parental control, autoplay, policies overview, community guidelines, copyright, monetization policy, legal removal. These are what I have been talking about, and their progress and impact. And also you can find out more about how they are progressing on their commitment to responsibility and the impact that YouTube has on culture, society, and local economies. These are really big program progress on managing harmful content. You can look at these in more in fair details. Their impact stories about how some of YouTube's creative entrepreneurs are transforming their lives and communities. These are some of the things you find within the platform. Let me talk about YouTube product, businesses, creators, and their commitment. As we are already shown, stay tuned, continue watching. So let us look today at each individual material and look at progress and impact. Progress on managing harmful product content. And so you talk about community guidelines. You talk about the outline of what they allow and don't allow on YouTube. And you can always look more on this platform, and a key part of their commitment to responsibility is enforcing these guidelines and removing policy violating content. What they do, they put together a few key data points to show you how they are progressing with their responsibility effort. If you'd like to know more, you can find details on their dedicated community guidelines and enforcement report. Stay tuned, continue watching. Thank you so much. You talk about removal, talk about detection source, removal by views. Videos can be removed. They can be removed by removal reason. So they give a reason for removal. So they rely on teams around the world to review flagged videos. Some videos are flagged, and these are actually reviewed, and some contents are also removed, and these are contents violating community guidelines. They are removed. Some videos are also restricted. Example, age restricted content that may not be appropriate for all audiences. So you talk about some contents also being left. Some contents are being left live when it doesn't violate their guidelines content. So they remove some, they leave some accordingly. So there is an illustration showing the volume of videos removed by YouTube by reason why the video was removed. So they explain the reason for removal. So these removal reasons correspond to the YouTube's community guidelines. Reviewers evaluate flag videos against all of the community guidelines and policies, regardless of why the video was originally flagged. Talk about videos being flagged, reasoning surrounding flagging, the basis of flagging, and by way of percentages, talk about removal by reasoning. Because if they move you from participation, move your content, you do one thing or another with your content, then you're given a reason. So statistically, you talk about child safety, nudity, and sexual content, violent and pornographic, spam, misleading, and scam, harmful or dangerous harassment or cyber bullying. These are elements of clues as to what might be violative, hateful, or abusive, promotion of violence and violent extremism. By percentage, but ranging from and also in numbers, in their millions, and in percentages from child safety. Child safety is the number one consideration because it accounts for 29%, and also the number of removal is 1.87 million. This was actually pointed to the offenders and also the action provided, and also look about related article, community guidelines, managing harmful content standing up to 8. These are all material you can find on YouTube platform, which is very helpful. I am doing it for myself to learn how to navigate around the platform, that also helping you to trigger a sense of curiosity so that you can go on the platform and with a fair amount of confidence, because if you watch this video and watch the rest of the video, not so much as watching this, which is an update, an upgrade on the previous videos in terms of content, also content, I would say performance, if there is such a thing as content performance. You can comment below, let me know. This video is an improvement, in my opinion, in the manner of my functioning. Every time I post a new video is an improvement in the previous one, and so extremely helpful, because YouTube is an opportunity for someone like me, someone like you, to participate on this platform. And the more the merrier, and you are warmly welcome. If you haven't subscribed, as a reminder, subscribe to this YouTube channel and make yourself comfortable by clicking like, clicking the notification bell, clicking whatever you want to click, but also leave a comment below. Sharing opinion, giving opinion is extremely interesting, and it supports me, supports this platform in different ways. And I'm so excited watching this video, sharing it also with family and friends. And dare I say, you could, if you are very happy, if you are in such a good mood, you can also share it with strangers. Stay tuned, continue watching, and we are going to look at detection source. These are some of the elements of removal operation, if you want to call it that way. Videos removed by first source of detection. So if they detect some problem, they remove these videos that is the method of removal, and also they have a chart showing volume of video removed by YouTube by source of first detection. So let's talk about automated flagging or human detection. So there are system-built flagging mechanism, which is a mechanism to detect trouble with contents, which is the potential violators, potential or violating of the rules. Contents with potential vulnerability of the rules, like. So these are flagged by automation and also by human detection. Comment below what you think about this. And if you are aware of the rules, you comply. And that's my purpose for this exercise. Because to my mind, I think society operates by rules anyway. At home, in community, and YouTube is a type of community. To some people, it's also a type of family. Family is a form of community. When you get so close as participants on the YouTube sector, then you become almost like a family, trusting even people you have never met physically. So you travel the world, you speak, and people listen. And that's the essence of YouTube channel. Leave a comment below, let me know what you really think. So flags from human detection can come from a user or a member of YouTube's trusted flagger program. We talk about trusted flagger program. Leave a comment below if you know what the trusted flagger program is. YouTube's trusted flagger program. So this can flags from human detection can come from a user or a member of YouTube trusted flagger program. YouTube trusted flagger program. Trusted flagger program is, as there's a link, you can click on the link of trusted flagger program. So we talk about flagger program which can be trusted, which means it works well. YouTube trusted. If they send information, it's like our detection work. So humans, flags from human detection can come from if human operate a detective approach or undertaking. If they operate a detection undertaking, these would have come from a user like you and I, or somebody coming to use YouTube. They can actually report your content if you're a YouTuber, or if you're anything really. Maybe you are just commenting on a YouTube channel, or you're doing something, you're leaving something there which is disturbing, which is concerning. Some user can report you to YouTube. They can plug these, so you can talk about human detection can come from a user, or a member of YouTube trusted flagger program. So you talk about a YouTube trusted flagger program. They have membership. So it means they are actually community of humans who are trusted flaggers, and they operate a program of flagging. Flagging is actually alerting for a sign of problem. So this is something you need to know. Trusted flagger program members include NGOs, non-governmental organizations. These are governments which are actually not government. They are big. And government agencies, you talk about maybe, I don't know who they are in specific, that are particularly effective at notifying YouTube of content that violates the community guidelines. So you talk about government agencies, I don't know if the police or the secret service or spies. Leave a comment below. These are trusted flagger programs. They are trusted because they are governments. NGO is a type of private government, but so it's not really represented because they are corporate. They're so big. They are there to provide services, which is voluntary in nature. They are not for profit product. programs. They are extremely big. They are global. So they report you. They behave like people who report other people. So leave a comment below, let me know. So it's all about community guidelines. It's all about compliance. So you talk about automated flagger. Automated flagging is actually the main one. There's nearly 6,000 of them, which is the main source of YouTube support. Is actually they are government agencies and big corporations, so to speak. Talk about user. User is a tiny bit. It's less than 1,000. Individual trusted flagger. There are very few NGO government agencies. You talk about automated flagging is a machine. The automated flagging is actually more to do with the machine doing the flagging. They are actually probably 90%. They are really very big. NGO and government agencies are actually very small statistically. They are very small aspect of it, and automated flagging is identified in some way. So user individual trusted flagger. Talk about individual trusted flagger. There must be some really interesting individuals. So talk about also user. You have to use a user actually number 2 in terms of flagging. Flagging is automated flagging number 2. It's actually user flagging number 3 is individual trusted flagger. And you talk about NGO and government agencies. Thank you so much. Stay tuned. Continue watching. These are some of the art. Look, this figure is actually from recent. You know, they normally do the update these materials. So keep an eye on it as often as you desire to be safe and also proficient in using YouTube platform. So you talk about related article, which is community guidelines. Always, if you're going to remember one thing about rules on YouTube channel, remember community guidelines. Part of the reason I'm actually repeating this, because it helps you to remember this thing. Because you see, if you don't remember these rules, then you have to have a lot of money to pay consultants. If you are in trouble, because if you know these rules, you're in trouble as a user. You're in trouble, especially as a content creator. Especially if your YouTube channel is not monetized. Especially if your YouTube is big, then you should be an expert now on YouTube facility extended community guidelines. You also need to understand what YouTube means when they talk about managing harmful content. They take these things very seriously. If they talk about standing up to hate, if you understand anything about hate, let me know. If you don't understand anything about hate, let me know. So we talk about removal reason, removing your content and giving a reason, because there is a reason for doing that, and also detection sources and also removal by views. Let's look at removal by views. Stay tuned, continue watching, and videos removed by views. So YouTube strives to prevent content that breaks their rules from being widely viewed. So they restrict viewership if there is a problem. So or they may also be they will actually block it from being viewed at all. And this happens as a prelude to being removed. The content is then removed. So the offending content will be restricted from viewing. They preempt this. They do it ahead of time to prevent viewing, or also actually prevent viewing altogether. Content can be restricted either by limiting people who view, also preventing the content from being viewed at all before it is removed. So if your content is removed from YouTube, there's always a problem. Sometimes I would speculate, I would probably think the system, if you like deleting your videos, then YouTube may be suspicious that probably something is wrong with your content. And sometimes I notice every time I delete my videos, the channel slows down. Maybe the system sometimes automatically, automated flagging, enabling YouTube to act more quickly and accurately to enforce our policies. So sometimes I suspect that if you're removing your material, YouTube may mistake it for being a problem video, So your content, your channel, this is my opinion. So I don't know, leave a comment below. So this chart shows the percentage of video removals that occurred before they received any views versus those that occurred after receiving some views. So what is important really that if you are being targeted for removal, then that video may not be viewed at all. So we talk about 37.9% zero views, 36.71 to 10 views, 25% 10 plus views. So the effectiveness is such that problematic contents are not viewed. They are not viewed. The system is automated to block it or before it is removed. So removal of content is a very dangerous thing. Stay tuned, continue watching. Thank you so much. So far, we have spoken about managing harmful content. We now turn to look at recommended videos as it is, and this is part of the commitment given by YouTube channel. And this is now an element relating to recommended videos. And let us have a look at recommended videos. Stay tuned, continue watching. Thank you so much. So we continue. So, like I said, we are now looking at our YouTube as a committed practitioner, as a committed platform about their conduct, about the conduct of other people on their platform. So we spoke of managing harmful content, including removal, reduction, and also the two other areas which we will from time to time revisit. So let us look at recommended videos. If YouTube recommend your video, that is part of their commitment to recommend videos. And leave a comment below if you know, if you are excited about YouTube recommending videos. That is part of their commitment. So look at our view about recommendation, helping to discover more of the videos which you might or might not love to watch, and whether it is a great new recipe to try or your next favorite song. So you're looking at a recipe, an example, or a favorite song. They are developing an awareness to see what you might or might not like. Then they do recommendation. The success of YouTube's recommendation depends on accurately predicting the videos that you want to watch. So if you watch all the time, as much as possible, there is a tendency of your behavior on these platforms. YouTube will be able to predict your desires, your heart's desires, what you will be more likely than not to watch. So you are the author of your own success or failure, depending how you watch, and that is something I find to be very rich and interesting. So when they do recommendation, they are so when their recommendations are at their best, they collect billions of people around. They connect billions of people around the world to content that uniquely inspires, informs, and entertains. The key functioning of words here are actually inspiration, information, entertainment. Do well to see that. You see, they also connect billions. They connect billions. Every time a recommendation function at their best, this facilitate the capacity to connect, for YouTube to connect billions of people around the world to content that uniquely inspires, informs, and entertain. I like the idea of inspirations. I like the idea of information. I like the idea of entertainment. And if you're a content creator, or also if you are a general user, and especially a content creator, what is at stake is your content. The first question you ask yourself, is it inspiring? And a content creator should be a student of inspiration and what it means to inspire. And it's anybody's guess, because these words sometimes get lost in translation. Inspiration, leave a comment below what is inspiration. If you say you are inspired, somebody makes a really inspiring speech. If you're going home, you are motivated, you are on the up, you're upbeat, you're so probably happy. I mean, what does inspiration entail? And leave a comment below, let me know if you are inspired. This also, you are inspired in a unique way, and the content comes alive with recommendation. So this is what they are talking about. Information. If you're looking for information on marriage, children, poverty, wealth, business. So this is what recommendations support. Also entertainment, like music, listening to music, watching somebody cooking, watching somebody talking, how somebody is dressed. I think, in my opinion, entertainment is big. Everywhere you go, people like to be entertained. But also a lot of people like to be inspired, people want to be informed. So you can find recommendation and work in two main places, for your own page and the up next panel. So these are specific planes on YouTube: homepage, up next panel, homepage, and up next panel. So what is up next? What is homepage? Leave a comment below, let me know. So you will find recommendation working there in two places. Those two places, that's where recommendation work. Homepage, your homepage is what you see when you first open YouTube. It displays a mixture of personalized recommendations, subscription, and the latest news and information. Subscription, yeah. If you click somebody's platform, you see how many subscribers they have, and also personalized recommendation. Leave a comment below if you know what personalized recommendation is. Latest news and information. So this is on your own page, which is what you see when you first open YouTube. The moment you open YouTube, you see home page. And up next, panel appears when you are watching a video. So if you're watching video, it suggests additional content based on whatever you are currently watching, alongside other videos that we think you may be interested in. So if you are an avid user of YouTube content, an avid user of accessor of YouTube content, then you are an expert in identifying YouTube, also detecting up next. So these are in material related in relation to YouTube's commitment to recommending YouTube content. This is what you find. And also, you talk about resources. You can learn more about YouTube's recommendation system. If you click a link, if you go online, related article, YouTube search, news and information, privacy and control. Privacy control, news and information. YouTube search as a product feature. If you remember in the opening of our program, so you talk about YouTube search, news and information, privacy control. These are product features of YouTube infrastructure. And so as we continue, stay tuned, continue watching. And we talked about your views. So let's look at signal used to recommend content. What kind of signals do YouTube use? So how do YouTube's recommendation system work? We start with the knowledge that everyone has unique view habits. We are indeed individuals, we are so unique. So if you're a unique person, be happy, because that is a plus. It's a plus, especially for YouTube platform, because you are unique. You have also a unique viewing habit, because I think that it depends on you as a person. So you have a unique viewing habit, and that is really powerful, because we go innocently watching videos on YouTube, not knowing that YouTube is also busy studying us and also giving more information about us. Sometimes otherwise we would not maybe have known. Being unique and also unique viewing habits. So their system then compares your viewing habits with those that are similar to yours, and uses that information to suggest other content that you may want to watch. So they make suggestions, they study you, they kind of like look at compare your viewing habits with those that are similar to yours, and uses that information to suggest other content that you may not be the concept, but still they kind of like producing a system algorithm, so that you kind of like put in every time YouTube sees you, the more or less, in terms of recommendation, in terms of how the system works, the more or less will know you send a signal that you are around. This is the kind of material you might or might not like, and very nice indeed. And so we say YouTube is on top of their functioning. So the recommendation system is constantly evolving. This is changing, learning every day from about 80 billion pieces of information that they call signals. You send signals. The primary ones being watch history. This is a signal. Watch history is a type of signal, which actually which affect the recommendation system, which is constantly also evolving. It is a learning mechanism, learning every day from about 80 billion pieces of information. Talk about information given when you watch, when you approach, when you the moment you access, you begin to send pieces of information, billions of information. In there are tens of billions. and these send signals the primary example of signals are actually watch history. When you watch, you leave a trace behind. You leave a trail of your working. So you talk about watch history. So the system uses the YouTube videos that you watch to give you better recommendations, remembering where you left off, and more. Sure, it is intense. This is like watch history, using YouTube videos which you watch to give you better recommendations and remembering where you left off, and many more. The search history also, watch history, search history. Our system uses what you search for on YouTube to influence future recommendations. So what you're looking for, whether you don't watch it or not, the search. So you're looking for channel subscriptions. Our system uses information about the YouTube channels that you are subscribed to, so it's recommend other videos that you may like. That's why if you're a content creator, subscribing is really important. Every content creator like myself would be asking you to subscribe, so that the more subscribers I have, the more YouTube engages with my video for recommendational purposes. But viewership is extremely important, but also YouTube search is also important because they lead to recommendation. We content creators are so wanting of YouTube recommending our videos, because if our videos are recommended, they support viewership. They actually produce something called visibility. A small channel like mine suffer the wrath of size because I lack visibility, and people don't engage very much with my channel. YouTube itself also failed to help me because the smaller the lesser you are, the more the merrier. So you have to do your best to click like, click notification bell. All these are signal senders to YouTube that actually around that you are there interested in my content. That's why I say if you like this video, then click like, click notification bell. Subscription is really important. If you haven't subscribe to the YouTube channel, and also making comment is really important. So likes, which they are now talking about here. They talk about channel subscription, they talk about likes, dislikes. If you don't like, they also know. I'll just use a video that you dislike to inform what to avoid. From the content creator point of view, is a red light, but also is important because if you dislike my video, and also leave a comment why you dislike it, it's going to be really helpful for me. And also, even more importantly, suggesting what you think I should do to produce the kind of video you might like, because it may not be rocket science. I mean, it may be rocket science for me to predict what somebody might or might not like. And it's also, if you're still a small video channel, it's so important to focus on what you need to do, because sometimes you focus too much on what people like other than what you want to actually create as a content. And if your videos are not watched, you conclude that you're doing something wrong. In my opinion, you are not doing something wrong. You're just small. And people are not really used to watching the kind of thing you produce. Sometimes you produce something people are not familiar with. And until they get used to it, they might start liking it. It's a lot of sacrifice. It's easy to figure out, what kind of content people tend to like and go for it. That is the easy way out. But sometimes to break onto a new ground is very challenging, because you talk about something people are not really familiar with. They don't even understand, and they kind of like struggle with it. They might not like it. You talk about likes, the system using likes information to try and predict the likelihood that you would be interested in a similar video in the future. So clicking like, YouTube will think you might like it in the future. So there's a predictability coming with like in relation to our YouTube do recommendation. We talk about recommendation, we talk about YouTube's commitment, talk about the kind of product they might have, also not interested feedback selection. So kind of like the system uses videos that you mark as not interested to inform that what to avoid recommending in the future. So it's a very customer service orientated system, because if you're a content creator or somebody who may also be a participant on this facility of producing, maybe you're doing TV, music, whatever, these are all content creation. In what producing videos for YouTube, in particular, people are saying they are not interested. It's a feedback in selecting, then your video will not be recommended. Not interested in probably what YouTube avoid recommending in the future. So the case for growth is really important. The kind of this, sometimes what people like and don't like is subjective. And sometimes if they like you as a person, and even liking you is subjective, because you see there is a tendency of people also, there's a psychology of people, behavior also, that people sometimes do not know exactly what they want. I'm sorry to say this, but sometimes if I don't even know anything about the content, I don't even want to know. I find that so many people are watching it, and it actually tickles my curiosity. It generates my curiosity for me to think that, why are people watching this material? And if you kind of like, watch a certain, as you begin to watch a certain type of video, you begin to kind of like understand it. The more you understand something, the more you get used to, the person actually providing the resources, the material. You probably also like them. So if you have people who like you already, actually, for me, I watch content because of the YouTuber. If I see somebody I like, somebody I know, somebody I would want to watch their content, I just click and watch. Even if I don't like the content very much, I just like spending time with them. So this dynamics is also there. But the key is to produce a trigger. And for me, as by way of strategy, is for me now that to continue producing content, because you can produce one content and for some reason, sometimes even by accident of nature, people just kind of like, I see it happening with shorts. Sometimes I post a short and I don't know why people really watch it. Within minutes, within hours, you have hundreds, sometimes thousands of viewership, and I don't know why they are watching my video. So with these are guidelines, these are information to help us really do one thing or another. And for me, I'm going to leave this here, and also let us say satisfaction survey. Our system uses our services that ask you to rate video that you have watched, which helps the system understand satisfaction, not just watch time. So you talk about satisfaction. So feedback is extremely important. If you are a user, if you feel you need to help a content creator, if you think I am doing a content which is useful, your input is really important. Recommending a video, giving feedback, positive feedback, and also giving positive feedback also in surveys, in terms of survey. If YouTube do give a survey, you can take time to actually look at it. So different YouTube features rely on certain recommendation signal more than others. For example, we use the video that you are currently watching as the main signal when suggesting a video to play next. To provide video a recommendation on the home page, we primarily rely on your watch history. And you can turn off and clear your watch history if you prefer not to provide your video recommendation on the home page. And for people with YouTube watch history off and no significant prior watch history, the home page will continue to show the search bar and the left hand guide menu. This allows for a streamlined user experience with the ability to search, browse, subscribe channels, and find trending videos in the Explore menu, which offers destination pages for people, categories, particular popular categories, and emerging creators and artists on the rise. And there are other resources you can find, manage your recommendation and search results. There is always element of control with information and guidelines in the material of one sort or another. Thank you so much for watching this video, and subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't subscribed. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.